Hey there! Today I've got another vlog for you, and this time it's very interesting because I had a huge collaboration with STAEDTLER and we recorded a course with watercolor pencils and colored pencils. And I want to show you all the behind the scenes stuff. If you need a little bit of motivation to be productive, then this video is probably good for you. Here are two of the pieces that I created for this collaboration, and honestly I had so much fun and I can't wait for you to see all of the footage. So at first I made myself a cup of coffee and then I started to record some voiceovers for my regular YouTube videos. So here I'm just starting off with this reddish tone, red, orange tones. And then I got ready to film the courses for STAEDTLER and I wanted to look good for this, so here we go. And then I was setting up everything for the first time, setting up the top-down view for the camera and the frontal view, and I had to go back and forth with all of this, and this was a hassle to do this all on my own, but due to COVID I couldn't go there and had to do all of this on my own. Hey there, I'm Melanie and I'm your Design Journey art class expert for watercolor pencils and colored pencils. 1, 2, 3. So we created a course with different sessions and every session gets a little bit harder, and if you want to learn more about watercolor pencils and how to paint with them, then stay tuned for the classes. They will launch at the beginning of May and I'll keep you updated about everything. Check out my Instagram to see what's going on and when everything's gonna start. I decided to also include our food and dinners, even though I didn't include every single meal, but a little bit of it. And this was the first time that I recorded any kind of vlog. I still don't know what to call it. Is it a vlog or a vlog? Because in German people call it a vlog, and I'm not sure if you say that in English as well. So it was the first time that I recorded this kind of behind the scenes footage. So we're going to start out with some watercolor pencils, and you can just pick any kinds of colors that you like. I really like this green tone, so I'm going to start with that one. So I'm also blending our little bushes here, and I'm going from right to left because I'm left-handed, and if you're right-handed I recommend going in the other direction just so you don't smudge it when it's still wet. I also wanted to say that I had a lot of fun coming up with all of the sessions and the paintings for the ideas, and I had a really good time talking to Katharina, who was in charge of the whole project at STAEDTLER and who I was talking to, and we had such a good time talking over Zoom. I'm so sad that we couldn't meet in person and that I couldn't go to Nuremberg to film there because we had that all planned. I was supposed to go there with 2 other artists and we were gonna film all of our videos there and meet up, but unfortunately we couldn't do that, so we made the best out of the situation and we filmed everything for ourselves, and then the people at STAEDTLER, they edited the footage and finished it up, all of it, and you get to see all of the behind the scenes and sneak peeks now, and I'm so excited when all of this is gonna go live and excited to see the finished product because even I haven't seen it yet, so let's stay tuned for this. So I'm finally done with day 1 now and I'm exhausted. It's a lot of work to film everything yourself and to set up the cameras in the different angles and to go back and forth between the different angles. Now that I'm done with the 3rd session, I'm gonna go for a walk and gonna finish up for today, and I'm gonna film the Patreon, gonna edit the Patreon exclusive tutorial for this month. There still needs to be, the voiceover still needs to be added and everything has to be finished up. So I'm gonna do that later, maybe start a little bit of editing for YouTube. So done with day one now. Let's go for a walk.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
A hard time, and so I wanted to go to a magical world and just escape reality for a while, and that's why I did
La, 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 la. So as for planning all of this, I had a lot of pages that I got from STAEDTLER, and I also made a very detailed script. This is just one of the pages, and I planned a lot ahead. I painted all of the paintings twice, once beforehand to see if it would work out, and then again in the video where I filmed it. So now that that has completely dried, we are moving on to the most fun part, if you ask me, and we're adding in more little details to our mushrooms. Just make sure that your watercolor pencils are sharpened, and then we can carefully add in a few details. So in total, I think that I painted 9 pictures for all of the sessions, and there were 7 sessions. The first one was super simple, then we moved on to harder pieces. And in the last session, I was introducing different materials, so different colored pencils that they offer, and I was just pointing out the differences of all of the sessions. And we made sure that the sessions are easy to follow along, so you can really learn how to use all of the media, how to do the different techniques. By the way, here's a sneak peek what it looked like behind the scenes. And yeah, I loved working with the watercolor pencils. They're so vibrant, and I just had a blast doing this and finishing up all the pieces, and some I liked more than others.
And the winter days were short. He hadn't reckoned on this, but he had to make the best of it.
Now I'm going to use a dark blue tone, and I'm going to outline our little branches just like that. Oh my god, I'm so tired. It's 7 p.m. now, and I filmed for so many hours today. It's very stressful and a lot of work, but we're getting there. I'm on schedule. I was a little bit behind, but now I'm on schedule again. And tomorrow I'm just gonna film the last session, which is gonna include 3 pieces. And I hope that I can get it done quickly because I have some other things to do as well. But now I'm just gonna take a bath, which is why I'm in the bathroom. This stuff is supposed to help against stress, and I'm gonna put it in my bath. I just started to edit my video while I'm waiting for my food to be ready in the oven. So I'm just gonna speed all of that footage, gonna leave the end just the way it is. I'm gonna take all of that and make it 10 times quicker. Done. I've now made this delicious gourmet food. And I'm just gonna watch some Netflix now. I'm finally done editing this video and it's 10 p.m. now and I'm gonna go to sleep pretty soon now. And on the last day, I did the 3 paintings. So here I'm using graphite watercolor pencils. Those are really fun because they are kind of muted. And if you want to paint nature scenes, then they're a good choice because they're not so vibrant. I mean, I personally really love vibrant colors and that style. But just to switch it up a little bit in between, you could use those and get more of the natural tones. And it honestly depends on what you like to paint, but it was so fun to experiment with those.
The time when the snow had stopped and the morning had come, and they were racing along in the daylight. And still they went on and on, with no sound but the everlasting swish of the snow and the creaking of the reindeer's harness.
And for this section, I did only landscapes. So here's the next landscape. This was a city landscape with a sunset and some water in the foreground. And this is very simple, but I think that it looks really cool. This is a very good idea to do for beginners. And for the last drawing, I used pastel pencils and then I blended all of them. And it was very interesting to use those because I'm not that used to them, but I had so much fun with them and I compared them to the other media like you can see here. I'm finished. I have filmed everything and now it's 11:30 a.m. p.m. It's lunchtime and I'm gonna take a power nap and sleep a little bit, and then later I'm gonna clean and tidy and eat something, and yeah. So I didn't even nap, I just lay there and watched a few videos and just chilled and took a break. And now I have to get rid of all of this and make sure that the apartment looks decent again because this mess is killing me and I can't find anything and it has to be cleaned. I mean, who doesn't love a good tidying and cleaning montage? Honestly, I was so happy to clean and tidy everything again because I had to build this kind of setup in our old apartment and we didn't have enough space there, especially after my girlfriend moved in. It was a tight space and I really needed an office, but I only had this small space here. The kitchen is right there and I even have an art space tour for this, but you'll see an updated version of my current art studio pretty soon. I hope I am not promising too much, but I'll try to get it out as soon as possible, but it could be that it's somewhere in June or July because I'm still painting the mural for it, but it will be there eventually. And here you've got a few impressions of what our apartment used to look like. And to be honest, I kind of miss it, but I'm so happy to be living in this new apartment now as well. I hope that you enjoyed the behind the scenes footage of creating this project. I hope you're as excited as I am for it to finally launch. I'll keep you updated on that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I hope you're having a nice day and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.